Hi, welcome to Timeout with Yhunix, and of course it's a wonderful and beautiful day. I'm sure you're having an awesome time wherever you are watching me right now. My name is Yhunix, and I'm so excited because I have this very amazing young man in our midst. I am sure you want to know who, but we're just going to a very short break, and when we get back, I'll get ready to introduce him. Stay tuned. You're welcome back from the break. It's Timeout with Yhunix, and my name is Yhunix, and I'm rolling with an amazing producer, Mr. Beats, Mr. Ability Beats. I almost said Mr. Beats because he's so good with the beats, And I have Mr. Ability. Thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome.
Wow, you look good.
Thank you.
Expressing. Oh, okay. Could you tell us your full name?
Okay. Well, my name is Sunday Emmanuel Chinoyem.
So, Ability Beats. Probably when you see him on the way, you call him Mr. Sunday. Okay, could you tell us about yourself?
Like I said, my name is Sunday Emmanuel Chinoyem, and I'm really from Abia State here, from Abia State, Idimaba, like we all know, and like many people don't know there. You know Aruchuku, my local government, that's where I came from, and really I'm a music producer. I'm a good boy.
A good boy of the bad boys of the good Jesus. But you're not a bad boy, you're a good boy. Okay, could you tell us how you started? Ability Beats?
Is it how I started my music or my production?
Everything about you. How you started, the passion that you have.
Well, right from when I was small, I've always loved music. Like I watch people play, I watch them sing. Though I loved to play piano. I loved to play piano. And when I was 10, when I was the age of 10, I do follow a band. Though I don't play any instrument then, but I help them to do some things. They carry the speaker. So within a while, I learned how to do engineering, fix instruments, all those things. So it didn't take up to 2 years. I now learned how to play piano. I was just playing small, then after 3 years, I got okay as in kind of.
You're not saying all these things so that I'll calculate your age, because the more you keep saying 3 years, 5 years, I'll be very fast to do that.
Don't calculate. So,
okay.
So after 3 years or so,
yeah,
I got okay to play in the band. Okay. Like then, I was there as the second keyboardist. Maybe if the first keyboardist is not around, I will now play. Yeah. So at the time, I began to develop till I came out publicly. And in 2009, yeah, when I entered into production, I got into production in 2009. But before then, I've been into it, learning, but I came into it fully in 2009. Whenever I worked in a studio, solo sound studio, okay, in Abia State. So I worked there from 2009 to 2010. No, then I traveled to Lagos, okay, where I stayed till 2014. I worked there as one of the producers at Real Soundwave Studio in Lagos State. So I was one of the producers there, though we have many producers there, but I produce gospel music there. We have someone that produces hip hop and all types of music, so I do produce gospel there. So after 2014, I came back to Abia State. Then I realized I got my own vision to face. So now decided to be on my own. Then I had a studio in my house where I worked, but I still work with someone, Mega G. That's in Mega G studio. I worked there, Mega G studio. So I worked there from that 2014 till 2015 for 1 year. Then I left and got employed by somebody. We all know him. He's a known person, 24 hours. Yeah. So I now worked for him, produced some of his songs. Like now, I've produced 6 albums for him. Wow. Like many people know. Yeah. So that's just all I got to say for now.
Okay, so what were your challenges when you started? Like, what challenges did you have? You've been saying 2000 and this, you went to so place and you learned and you did that. What were the challenges that you had?
Well, the challenges I faced, really, when you are in no man's land that is not, that's not where you came from. You went to no man's land. Let me say, then making it is not really easy there, financially. Then, though we work, but when you are working for someone, you're working for somebody. Let me say, you charge 300,000 for a production, and in the studio you have almost 6 engineers. So before you get something good from there, you know how it is. So, and Lagos is too expensive. It's too expensive. Not everybody can survive in Lagos. So we do struggle. I struggled to make sure I made it, which I really tried. So I did something.
What did you do? How did you come through those challenges?
Well, I made movement because I realized that maybe the area then was not conducive for me. But not that I was not good in my production. You get it? So I left there to Aba because that's where I came from. And
okay, so what you're trying to say now is that you need to, the only place you're going to survive or you're going to make it is in your land. I know a lot of people that have made it outside their lands, like you called it no man's land, and they went there. And I'm trying to say that the movement that you made was to leave wherever you were and come back to your land.
Yeah, because I left there because I have a vision to fulfill. You get it? Yeah, so that's why I left Lagos to Aba.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so what's your inspiration? Yeah.
Well, in my work, like my inspiration.
What inspires you?
That I know. See.
What's that drive?
Good work. When I hear good production, good things, they inspire me. God also, first. The word of God.
So how do you treat people without a good voice? Somebody like me, I don't have a good voice, then I have a good voice. I have a good voice. I have a good voice. Okay, how do you treat people without nice voices, and they come to your studio to ask you to produce a song for them? How do you manage still producing me, or do you just push them away and be like, you don't have a good voice?
No. Like I don't rush production. Let me say, someone comes to my studio to record and you don't have a good voice, then I will go on a training with you, on a voice training. You get? Okay. So maybe your song, I can call someone that will sing it, then you can follow. Are you getting it? Not really singing your song full, okay, as in teaching you. Okay. Are you getting it? Teaching you how it goes. Like in my studio, I have music director, someone that can direct music. Though I direct, sometimes I call the person can direct the person, how he will sing on those things. So I don't push them away, because those people you will think of pushing away might be the people that will make you what you are, what you will be. You get it? So.
Okay, I'm learning a lot. Some people that you push away may be the people that will make you. Oh, okay. We'll go on a very short break, and when we get back, we'll continue. So welcome back from the break. Of course, it's time out to Yhunix, and my name is Yhunix, and I'm rolling with Mr. Ability. Of course, I've been learning a lot, and I'm sure you've been learning a lot. Let's just continue from where we stopped. Okay, would you mind telling us your core values? Like, what are your core values? What do you value? Things that you uphold. You understand, like you don't do this, you do this, and all that.
Okay. Let me start from my Christian life. No, I'm a Christian. I'm also a church boy. I don't take alcohol. I don't take alcohol. Like, you know. Oh, you want to say something?
You don't take alcohol. I don't think is it because you're a Christian, or that is your own.
That's it. You know.
That is what you've told yourself, or probably you don't love alcohol. Because I know a lot of Christians that take alcohol and they don't see it as I take alcohol and stuff.
Not really that I don't like alcohol. Though before I do take alcohol, but at the time I stopped because of my work. You know, some people take alcohol to produce. You get? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't try that.
So let me say the right inspiration comes from God.
Yeah.
The right one. Some people take alcohol to gain inspiration, let me say to be high, to do some things. We don't do that, because what we produce, what we do is in us. He has given us gift already. The gift is there. So you got to make use of the gift. It's not by taking alcohol. I don't take alcohol, I don't smoke, you get, and I don't produce people that smoke. I don't produce for them. And another thing I have to say is this. I'm just good.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in a situation whereby somebody is offering you a very huge amount of money to produce something that is not inclusive in your core value, something that you don't believe in?
Yeah.
So what did you do? Did you take the money and still produce for the person, or did you push the person away and like, I don't need the money?
I didn't push the person, rather I took the person to someone that can do that kind of work.
Okay, why do you think you can't do that kind of work?
I can do it. You get it?
Okay.
Not really that I can't do it. I can do the work, but at the moment, I don't do that kind of work. At the moment, you know, there's a level you get in music. You don't place value on what you do. Choose the kind of things you do and what you will not do. Like I choose that I won't produce that kind of music.
So why did you make that decision?
Let me say, from where I'm coming from, my background came from a Christian background, like I said before, and I'm a church boy. So, you know, we got to live by examples. Okay. What we do, we live by example. So that's why I don't do it.
Oh. So you're just trying to live by examples?
Yes. Not that people that produce that type of music are bad people, are you getting it? Okay. But just that it's a decision I took. I don't want to produce this kind of music. Let me focus on what I'm called for.
I'm like, since you don't produce because I know that producing for everybody, producing for the general, for everybody that comes to your office for production will give you more money. How is it, because it's business. No, on a more serious note, I need to understand. I know that it's business. So why do you decide on who to produce for and who not to produce for?
You know, in production, or let me say music, okay, you know, there are people that defies you. Are you getting it? So there are people you don't allow to come closer to you. Maybe let me say, they defy what you do naturally. There are people that have that kind of spirit. Even the music, the kind of music they do, So you don't let them come around. So when they come, it's not that you push them away, but you give them levels. You get?
Because you want to protect your own
Yes,
image.
you protect your own image, yeah.
Okay, apart from apart from production, what else do you do?
Okay, apart from production, I'm also a designer.
Wow. So you are an entrepreneur. And you're making your money from different angles. Okay. How would you define, or what would you say is a solution to startup problems? Startup problems, like people that have something to start, and they don't really have probably finance and all that, and or the vibes to start up that thing that they want to start, probably the passion or a vision that they have. What would you advise as a solution?
For me, I know how I started, though really people were not there to help me financially, but I did my part. Sometimes you do your part and leave the rest for God. That's it. So let me see if I can be of a help to anybody in that situation. I will still do. Like in my studio, I know I've done like many free jobs for people I know that cannot pay for the jobs she gets. So I've done. It's not the first time. It's not the last. I've done many. Because I know they cannot pay. You get, so I got to do it because that's what I'm called for.
So you're just called for music production.
Music production, yeah. No, not really music production. Like I'm a musician. That's it.
You sing too?
Yeah, sing.
Wow. I never knew that about you. I just know that your ability, Mr. Ability, you produce and all that. You imagine, oh my God, that's a good talent. You sing, you produce, and you still play the keyboard, and you still play the guitar. Do you also play the drums?
A little.
Okay, so what's the next agenda?
My next agenda? The next agenda now is my label, my record label. That's my next agenda now, and it's on process. So just want to help people, people that have discovered their talent, help them improve, then do things, make things happen musically.
Okay, that's the next agenda. Hey, I think I need that kind of help. Seriously, I want to sing. Somebody told me today that I don't have a nice voice. Why me? I know that I have a nice voice. Okay, sorry, they did not say I don't have a nice voice. But a person said I should not sing. Me, I know I have a nice voice and I want to sing. So I guess you help me too.
No, your voice is nice.
Okay, we've gotten to the very amazing part, the part I love so much. That part where Mr. Ability gets to fail. Where we get to laugh at him, because if he fails me, I'll laugh. Okay, is our 2-minute question. Our 2-minute question. So are you ready for it?
No problem, I'm ready.
Do you think you'll pass or you'll fail?
Let me try. If it's something I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know it.
Yeah. But what about if it's something you need to crack your brain for, and you have 2 minutes to crack your brain for it?
Yes, yeah, let me say, okay, I will try my best. I will try.
All right, let's shoot. A girl who was learning how to drive went down a one-way street in the wrong direction, but didn't break the law. How come?
Come again.
A girl who was learning how to drive went down a one-way street, going down the other street instead of using the right street, in the wrong direction, like went in the wrong direction of driving, but didn't break the law. How come? She's learning how to drive, but she went down a one-way street in the wrong direction, but she didn't break the law. Like, it wasn't wrong that she did that. It wasn't wrong that she went down the wrong or the one-way street. How come? how come that she didn't break the law?
She didn't break the law now. You're like, she didn't break the law. So I don't know why you should ask me that question.
So how come?
I don't understand.
Ouch. A girl who was learning how to drive went down a one-way street in the wrong direction but didn't break the law. How come?
Okay.
2 minutes gone. Thank you for your time. I'll answer the question. She was walking. She was walking. She wasn't driving.
So you
because
said
if she was learning how to drive, a girl who was learning how to drive, not who is. A girl. That's why I said you need to crack your brain. I'm sure you too. You didn't even get it. Okay. Do you have anything you want to say to our audience? Like you want to say to your fans, Mr. Ability? You want to say something there?
Okay. Well, like you all heard me say, what I have to tell you is this: to my fellow producers, musicians, even upcoming artists, if you have any help to render to the upcoming ones, like I'm talking to my producers now, if you have any help to render to the upcoming artists, you do. Like they said, everything is not money. We all have prizes we collect to produce tracks. Like I have my prize, you all have your prize. But sometimes it's not all about money. It's not all about money. You do it freely because it was given freely. Do you know?
Was it given freely?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I think I should try to learn how to produce too.
Yeah, it was given freely. Production, let me say, the gift is already in you. It's already there. So.
But sometimes I thought sometimes you need money to harness, like to get the skill. Because as I am now, if you give me whatever it takes to produce, I don't think I will get out a good beat or whatever. I thought you need to, go to the school of productions and all that.
Yeah.
Like you said, you had to leave your land and went to a no man's land. Oh my God, I've got that. A no man's land, and you learned how to produce. Now, I believe when you were doing that, you were paying, you made sacrifices. Does it mean that in those sacrifices, like you didn't use your money, you didn't put your money that you want to get back,
No, you put your money, are you getting? But we don't learn to get money. You get it? We don't learn to get money. Like knowledge is life, like we know. You get it? Once you have knowledge, is life.
All right. You've talked to your fellow producers. What about the upcoming?
Just be loyal, serve. That's all.
Just be loyal and serve. And I don't know, I wanted to say something, but whatever that is yours will get to your hands.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come to a close right now of, I've had an awesome time with Mr. Ability, and I'm sure you did too. You learned a lot too. And don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. We are Timeout with Yhunix at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we would also get to attend to your questions if you only put it up on our social media platforms. Probably you want to direct your question to Mr. Ability. All you just need to do is put up your question and probably directed to Mr. Ability, and we'll get back to you on whatever it is. Thank you very much for staying with us. I remain your delectable host, Yhunix. Keep watching.